Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour with Mark Sherry, Mistress Miriam, and myself, Steve Rodgers, as your special guest today. And we just heard music by The Bargain, Garden of Sorrow. And before that, Goodnight Blue Moon with Dawning Dream. And before that, another Goodnight band from the New Haven area called Goodnight Moonshine, featuring Molly Venter and Evan Pariser.
And that was Lost and Found, they did, right? Yeah. So let's talk about the song we just heard by The Bargain, Garden of Sorrow. The Bargain is also from the New Haven, area. And this is Frank Gratelli, Muddy Rivers, and Shandy Lawson. A great, powerful song. I think this is the best song that I've heard from them. It's my favorite for sure.
This band, has three extremely accomplished songwriters who came together around a kitchen table during COVID to cook up something really special. Frank Critelli, is just a huge pillar of the Connecticut music scene, the host of the local band show on 99.1. And Muddy Rivers is also an incredible artist. And he's doing a solo album with me right now. And then Shandy Lawson, also just a great songwriter. And, I've known these guys for years, and it's just really great to, see them just blossom as a trio. I was at their record release, and, they've just really come into their own as sort of a trio unit rather than individual songwriters.
Yeah, it's a great tune.
I had a question about the singing, which is there like a little spoken element to the beginning? Da, 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 like
Yep, Frank Critelli is he's an incredible poet and always has been. Sometimes their music sort of harkens back to something like beat poet meets modern day
yeah.
Americana.
As a singer, like I hear that little because it's nice in that sound, you connect with it, and so like I was hearing that and really just loved it.
Well, their live shows, they really connect with the audience during their live shows, and Frank is he doesn't take any bull and he doesn't give any bull. So he definitely is an awesome entertainer and really involves the crowd a lot of the time.
All right. Well, now it's time for good night songs. So Good Night Blue Moon doing Dawning Dream, and they're also from the New Haven area. This song is a 2018 release, and it's so smooth and so well produced. They were actually voted the best roots act at the New England Music Awards in 2016, the best folk act in the Connecticut Music Awards in 2013, and their song Zero Gravity is in one of the songs inducted into our Essential Western New England Songbook as one of the best songs ever written by artists in the Western New England area. So these guys have definitely produced some great stuff, and this is a beautiful song.
Absolutely, yeah. Eric Elligers and his wife, and everybody in that band, really marvelous humans. Some of them are teachers, and they bring a lot to the world, not only musically but just as good humans.
Well, you can hear that in that tune, that's for
For
sure.
sure. And their live shows are just great. Amazing 3 and 4 part harmonies. They really know how to bring a mood during their live shows, where they bring songs up and down. Just a lot of dynamics in their music, and yeah, you kind of get caught up in like almost a spiritual live band moment when they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we started out with Lost and Found, which is by Goodnight Moonshine with Molly Venter, also based in the New Haven area. And this song is just a beautiful song. And Molly's voice is just about as pure and clear as you can have. I mean, it's just incredible. And she's part of the vocal harmony trio so well known, Red Molly. But this tune with her and her, I guess her husband, Eben Pariser, their songs that they've been writing together have a lot to do with, partnership can be messy and parenthood can as well. And
I've been blessed to know Molly for a long time, and Eben for a long time as well. Eben came up playing at my clubs at the Spaces, and Molly did as well. When they sort of came together, it was like, wow, this is amazing. They have amazing music. I've been lucky to share the stage with them a few times now over
Yeah.
the course, at Connecticut Folk Festival and Catherine Hepburn Theater and somewhere else that I can't remember right now. They're good friends, and definitely a band to see if you haven't seen them before.
God, what is it like to record an artist who you've played with?
I didn't record Goodnight Moonshine or Goodnight Blue Moon. Those were produced by others. But I've been blessed to record, a few folks, that I've shared the stage with. And, you always want to do the best job you can, for every artist, the ones that you've known the longest. You definitely want to really get inside their head and try to capture, exactly what they're thinking, not necessarily what you as a producer are thinking.
To our last block, we've got some brand new tunes that you have produced in Tiny Bunker Studio. They're not yet released. So
Never heard before.
we are going to be having a preview of these tunes, and we're going to hear Mike Rivers, Ponybird, and we're going to start out with Pat Stone doing White Whale.